Good morning, my name's Louise from Simply Be Skincare, just starting the Cherrywood Podcast.
Oh, she knows how to do it.
Welcome to the Cherrywood Podcast. It's Simon here.
It's Rachel here.
Please like, share and subscribe.
Right, hello everyone, welcome back to the Cherrywood Podcast. We're here with Louise from Simply Be Skincare. How you doing?
Good morning, Simon.
Good.
Morning, Rachel. Yeah, I'm good.
And you're going to do a demonstration today, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Are you excited?
Yes.
I've never known you this quiet.
Normally I have a drink in my hand and that does help.
Last time we see you was wrecked. At the Kenwood ball.
Yeah.
That was nice. Hello, Simon. Hiya. Are you all right?
Who are you?
It was brilliant. So tell us about your company and how you got to
Okay, so
where you are now.
I was working for my husband
In a cocktail bar.
That's waiting. And he didn't turn up. I was working for my husband for a company in Medway City Estate. I worked for him for 17 years and I loved what I did. So I was a sales rep and there was no structure to my day. I'd just breeze into a company where other men had to make an appointment as a sales rep. I would just breeze in with a hard hat, short skirt. It was years ago. And a high vis, and I'd get to see the people, that I needed to. I'd get to see the people that I needed to. So I really, really loved my job. It fitted with the kids because we had 5 kids between us, 4 of which were at separate schools. So it worked really well. And then in 2012, they hit a little bit of a tough time. So he said to me, I need to make you redundant.
Oh dear. That's hard, isn't it? Was you married?
Hard.
Yeah.
Right.
We got married in 2001. 2012, he made me redundant. And I was really upset, but I thought, fair enough. There are other staff there that have young families, so it was fine. Fortunately, we're still married. Did I get a redundancy package? No. I have forgiven him, yeah. Because, in fact, what that did is that spurred me on to do something that I'd been really passionate about for a long time. So I took some self-funded courses in skincare and facials, and I've not really looked back since.
Brilliant.
So the skincare and the facials and everything and the beauty industry, was that sort of always like a background hobby as such as yours whilst you were still working with him?
It wasn't up until I was 30. And then from the age of 30, I really started to look after my skin. We could play that game, Guess My Age, but
You told us it when you were drunk.
Oh, did I? Well, there's no point playing that game then. But I always like to play Guess My Age. Unfortunately, my husband's 17 years older than me, 17 and a half years older than me. And when we play that game, he always says, well, guess how old I am. When they guess his age and then he tells them the correct age, because they never get it right, then they look at me and think I'm actually older than I am. So now we're reversing that and I go first.
Today's sponsors are Dimedici Associates, Chartered Structural and Civil Engineers.
Based in the UK with a worldwide reach.
Visit their website on dimediciassociates.com.
Right at Home Medway, providers of safe and trusted quality care for adults in the comfort of their own home. Whether you need companionship, medication assistance, personal care, living care or more, we've got you covered. Visit rightathome.co.uk/Medway or call them on 01634 979 000.
Put your business in front of 30,000 new customers with the Hindsight Directory. This A5 full-colour magazine is delivered by Royal Mail to Maidstone, Gravesend, Medway and Bromley, with more areas to come. Visit hindsightdirectory.co.uk.
So you were saying about, obviously you were having this sort of, you were working full-time and then you were, by the age of 30, you thought, right, I'm going to look after my skin, I've got to, and then that's when the hobby started until you got made redundant.
I suppose so. I mean, Jim would call it an addiction because every new skincare range that came out, I tried. To the point where I'd bought one from a company, one of the concessions in John Lewis, and it was called Sisley. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, Sisley.
Oh, wait.
And they had this brand new anti-aging moisturiser. So I went and bought that, cost 70 quid. And I took it home, I cleansed my face, I did whatever I needed to do. Then I applied the moisturiser. 20 minutes later, Jim said to me, what have you done to your skin? I said, what do you mean? He said, go and have a look in the mirror. Anyway, I looked like I'd been on a sunbed and I hadn't worn sunscreen.
Oh my God.
And I had white eyes and a white mouth.
Yeah.
I was livid, absolutely livid, but very tearful.
Yeah.
So 2 days later, once it had calmed down, I took it back to John Lewis and explained, showed her the photos, and she said, we'll refund you. She said, is there anything else I can get you? Thank you. Just want a refund.
How weird.
So, I've tried so many skincare ranges. So many.
Because my mum has tried, I think my dad bought her something, it was like fish eggs or it was something like that, and it was a really expensive brand. It was over in America, something like that, I think. And it was over in America.
About 260 quid for a moisturiser.
So it was like the tiniest little thing. Yep. She tried it and she said it was horrendous because it reacted to her skin. She said it really wasn't nice at all. So it's not about the prices.
Well, it's about the person, isn't it? Really, that stuff's got to work on someone, otherwise they'll never put it in the market, surely.
It will work on someone, but you do get a class
Different
of people
reactions.
that won't buy anything below a certain amount because they think it doesn't work.
Exactly.
And like you said, it's not all about the price, it's about what the product contains. So, yeah, I do talk with my hands, Simon.
No, yes,
He's watching me moving my hands.
No, I wasn't. I was looking at your boobs. No, I wasn't.
Oh my God, there's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
I was actually listening to what you were saying and not controlling where my eyes were going.
So what age do you say you should get into like a skincare routine? Because obviously I've got a 14-year-old daughter and I say to her, try and keep your face as clean as possible.
Yeah.
Moisturise when you can. Because I got to about 20 and I thought, actually, I need this stuff now.
You don't know. Your skin's amazing.
Your skin is amazing.
Okay.
You are beautiful.
Yeah, you are.
She doesn't have to wear. She doesn't wear any makeup.
But you don't wear foundation, do you?
Not really. No,
you don't need
I
to.
don't. I think the only thing I wear to work is maybe a little bit of mascara.
Yeah.
And that's it really. So
Yeah, your skin's impeccable. I was looking at your skin in the kitchen. While Simon looks at women's boobs, I look at people's skin, you see.
Because you're going to get a lawsuit, right?
Don't believe them, viewers. Don't believe what they say.
What sort of age would you suggest? Because, there's so many products out there nowadays. There's so many products available on TikTok.
Yeah.
All the younger generation. There's this new thing, like this younger generation is going to have literally the perfect skin when they grow up because they start so young with the moisturiser and everything like that nowadays.
I think there's no age, advisory age, that you should start looking after your skin as soon as you're able to start cleansing, hydrating, moisturising. The best toner in the business is cold water or an ice cube because it closes the pores, and that's all a toner will do. Not that I'm saying you shouldn't use a toner, it's personal preference. But there's you should start looking after your skin from as soon as you're able to. I'll give you an example. So I've got a lady that is a client. She's been coming to me for 13 years. I've been doing this 13 years. She's been with me from day one. She is 63, but if you saw her, you would think she was 50, 51. But she's started with a course of 10 treatments and she's kept that up for 13 years every month.
Wow.
And her skin is immaculate. There's no lines. She's got a few broken capillaries, but that's with age, blowing your nose, etc. So, yeah.
What's a capillary?
Capillary, they're little tiny small blood vessels, and they can get broken around here on women and men.
Okay.
All over the face.
Because my mum always said to me, I've stuck by this forever, never put your face in the sun. She said, if you're on holiday, she said, and you want to get a tan, by all means, factor 50 it up, be nice.
Definitely.
Factor 50 this, but cover this up. So we used to joke, and we used to always come back with white faces, but I said, you can make that up. You can put makeup on.
You can put makeup on,
but just don't, whatever you do.
Yeah.
Burn your face, put sun on your face, because she said that would be the worst thing for you.
Absolutely, and it ages you very, very quickly.
Absolutely.
But factor 50, yes, but keep reapplying it. When we go away, we travel quite a bit, but when we go on holiday to Portugal, I literally sunbathe, swim. But I always wear a factor 30 plus on my body, and I wear a 50 or a 70 on my face.
Wow, this is...
And I don't come back with a white face.
No.
Got a slight colour, which is nice. I don't want to walk around with a brown face. Same colour as my body.
Did you go to Portugal a lot?
We've been going for the last 5 years.
Okay.
So we hire a villa for the whole family.
Whereabouts?
Villa Mora.
Yeah, know it very well.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it very well.
So this year we're staying in between Quinta do Lago and Valdelobo.
Is he a golfer, your husband?
No, I am.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Wow.
See?
Lovely. Sorry, that was a very sexist question, wasn't it?
Yeah.
My auntie's into golf. She's just moved
love
down
golf.
here.
I love golf. We'll have a round. We'll have a round.
Absolutely. Are you a member anywhere?
No.
Maybe not then.
The thing is, I don't play enough to want to be a member.
Neither do I, but I want to change that. So I would love to play more golf. We have a family golf weekend that was in existence before I met Jim, and I won it last year.
Oh, wow.
So I had the green jacket, which is gross. I hope they don't see it, and I'm really sorry. I had the green jacket and the cup, but I haven't got it engraved yet, and it goes back in July. So I want to win it again.
Yeah,
Just 'cause I'm a bit
absolutely.
competitive.
Wicked. What's your handicap? Do you have one?
36.
That's all right.
I don't play often enough to lower that.
No.
Because I've caddied for you once, haven't I?
Yeah, because she was like, I'm not coming to golf. I said, just come round it, but you'll love it. It'll be a nice
it's
walk.
lovely. Relaxing.
Be a nice walk.
I tried and I obviously went
And
for that.
I play with her dad because, I've got a bit of an age gap as well. So I'm closer to her dad's age than I am hers. Yeah, I am, aren't I? Yeah. So I play with her dad's golf. That sounds wrong. And you came round for that. You did enjoy it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did actually.
It is
It's
nice.
really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's nice.
Captive market for business as well. Best business is done on a golf course because you've got their sole attention.
Yeah.
And obviously, the reason for
4
people
hours.
wondering why I went into golf, Villamora's known for golf. It's got
We played last year.
I've never played in Villamora. I've stayed there a number of times.
The course was lovely.
Never played golf
Quinta
there.
Delago we played, QDL.
Right.
And it was a fantastic course. I came back, I was absolutely shattered. Yeah. But it was good.
Because you've played a few places like Antigua. Was it Antigua? Or
I played
Aruba?
Antigua,
Oh, wow.
Mexico.
What, golf?
Yeah, played Vegas before, and I shanked a ball so badly, I think it's still going down the Vegas Strip now. Honestly, it's so bad.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think there was a duck there, and it sort of laughed after I did it. I was drunk though. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
it's good fun.
the golf club in Vegas. We asked for a taxi.
Yeah.
And this limo picks us up. So, you guys want any girls? So the golf course there arranged for a pimp to come and pick us up, basically.
Wow.
And that's how I met Rach. Yeah, it's a strange place, Vegas. I took you there, didn't I?
Yeah.
I didn't take you there. We went there. Loved it though, didn't we?
It's like adult Disneyland. It's just so
I've been to
amazing.
Vegas 5 times.
You've
Love
been?
Vegas.
Oh, right, there you go.
I
Yeah.
love Vegas.
You need to save up. Let's just say.
Yeah.
You do, yeah. We've been to some really abstract places. For my 40th, we went to Zanzibar. And
Oh, right.
I've been to Zanzibar. I loved it.
it was amazing.
Because of where Freddie Mercury's from, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's amazing.
Spice
I
Islands.
forget
Yes.
that about Freddie Mercury, yeah.
Pemba was gorgeous. So we spent 7 nights in Pemba, and then we did, I think it was 6 nights in Pemba. 7 nights in Zanzibar and then 6 nights in Pemba. But the resort we stayed at in Zanzibar was either Breezes or Beaches. I think it was Breezes. And my friend that had booked it for my birthday, obviously with the okay of the husband because he was paying, she said, we're going on to another resort. She said, but it's much better than this one. So I was really excited because this resort was beautiful. Anyway, we get on this rickety old boat
Sounds about right.
in Zanzibar with no shade at all. And we start travelling in this dowel. Is that what they call them? And we arrive at this long jetty. It was about an hour and a half. So I was frazzled. So was Sue. Paul was lapping it up. He likes a bit of sun. Anyway, we arrive at this jetty and I couldn't see anything else, just this mile-long jetty, rickety, made from the land, tree trunks, etc. Anyway, we walked down and kept walking. Then we came to this canopy, which that was the reception. And you looked up and there were colobus monkeys up the top, one with a pair of sunglasses on. He looked off somebody's balcony. And they were throwing things down to reception. So I just happened to say to the guy, I said, have you got any other insects or here? Yeah. He said, we have spiders. Well, I have a phobia of spiders. I don't like spiders at all. Anyway, I said to him, how big are the spiders? He said, well, they're bird-eating spiders. And I looked at him and I thought, my face must have gone white. And I looked at him, I said, how big are they? He said, about this big. And I thought, oh, God. I looked at Jim, I said, you didn't say they were going to be spiders. And he said, then Jim turned around, he said, well, don't worry. He said, they stay in the trees, they eat the birds. Thick. Thick. I believed him.
Oh.
No, they don't. He said their bodies are so big. He said they don't, very rarely like crawl along the ground, which was rubbish. It was just a ruse to stop me getting back on the down and going back to Zanzibar. But we had a great time. It was called Fundu Lagoon. Spiders, I heard them.
Really?
As in, they weren't
scattery.
They weren't slow. And one, I think, something crawled over my foot on the beach, and it was big. I was told it was a crab, and I was fine with that.
Yeah, I don't look. I don't know. But we did that. We went to, I think it was Kenya. We did a safari with all the family, and then we went over to Zanzibar for a week to have like the beach
chill
part
out.
of it. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah,
but I've done Africa a few times, and we've done the tented accommodation, and it is you drive for miles and miles. You get into this, into the Serengeti, and you drive. You can't see anything, and you get to this place, and it is like a 5-star resort. It's amazing. And we said, well, we don't really want to do tents, and they went, oh no, it's not really a tent. So it had like a brick wall at the back, and then the tent, like the canopy bit coming off of it. And we had on our balcony, we had an outside bath, we had a bidet. We had everything. I'm like in the middle of the Serengeti.
A bidet on the balcony?
Yeah. And so no one could see it, obviously.
So the monkeys could sit and watch you.
It was all sort of secluded, but it was amazing.
She had the cleanest arse that holiday.
You wouldn't relate a bidet to a tent, would you? You'd think like a teepee thing with 2 beds in it, and that was it. But oh my God, and it had like a 4-poster bed with everything in it.
Yeah, we had the same.
But it was just at night. You sort of laid there and you thought, okay, I'm fine, I'm going to sleep now. Sprayed like the whole bug spray all around so no mozzies come in, and you've got your mozzie nets. And then you're laying there and you just hear this thud on the tent, and then and something's crawled on your tent, and then you think, oh God, what is it? What is it? I remember me and my mum sitting there going, just don't think about it, don't think about it.
Yeah.
So,
lovely. Well, we've managed to drift off of cosmetics.
Sorry.
No, so what we'll do is we'll set this up again.
Okay.
Because you're going to do a treatment on Rachel.
I am.
So tell us what treatment you're going to do. And what we do is we'll set this up into a way that it looks like a treatment room.
Am I still allowed to talk while
Yes.
having the treatment done?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll just carry
There's
on.
not many of my clients that do stay silent during a treatment, unless it's men and they normally go to sleep.
Oh, that sounds good. Ooh.
So,
What do I
But
need
yeah,
to do?
no, that would be fine. So the treatment I'm going to do on you today, Rachel, is, I feel like saying Matthew tonight.
Matthew, tonight I'm going to be.
The treatment I'm going to do on you today is called a microdermabrasion. So a microdermabrasion removes dead skin cells from the skin, from the surface of the skin.
Okay.
So the skin is in 3 layers. You've got the epidermis, dermis and subcutaneous layer. On the epidermis, every approximately 28 to 30 days, your skin regenerates and it pushes up. Okay. So it pushes a new layer up, therefore detaching the horny layer, they call it.
That's been detached for years.
And it becomes detached from the skin. So if it lays on the skin for a long time, it can fall into fine lines and wrinkles, can make your skin look dull. But by removing this, it gives your skin a nice glow, even skin tone, gets circulation going, because it's a diamond-tipped wand and it works with suction as well. So it's a lovely treatment.
Cool. Right. We're going to try and get this into some sort of treatment room with the mic still being usable. And we'll get back to you. So we're going to go to a quick sponsor, probably just use our sponsor, and then come back.
Okay.
Why would we use someone else's sponsor? Okay.
Need stunning video or photography for your big day or even your business? Cherrywood Production delivers award-winning results with a personal touch. From weddings to promotional content, we turn your vision into reality. Visit cherrywoodpro.com today. Your memories, our passion.
That's it. Okay.
Right. We're ready to go again. And we're back here. We're trying to stop the vibration as much as possible because we've got a little machine here that Louise is going to use, and she's done some pre-checks with Rachel to make sure she's old enough. And ready when you are. When we will ask you some questions. I've already lost the page with the questions on. I found it.
Okay. So you're going to feel a very light abrasive feeling. And what this does is it actually abrades the dead skin cells on the surface of the skin.
okay.
And with a little bit of suction, it'll actually pop the dead skin cells straight through the wand and onto the filter.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'll stripe your skin first to see what it feels like. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's like a little vacuum cleaner, is it?
It is, yeah. It's everybody's different. So some people slightly flush during treatment, other people don't. I use 4 different nozzles, this being the first one. So this will abrade the dead skin cells. The next one will abrade a little bit more, and still using suction, take the dead skin cells. You can see them on the surface of the skin. So from where you're sitting, Simon, you can't see it, but you can see them just starting to loosen on the surface of the skin. And you've got impeccable skin, Rachel.
Oh,
your skin looks amazing.
All pleased with herself. Do you want to try cleaning her soul for me? Can you clean her soul?
Why?
My feet, on the other hand.
She's got the smelliest feet.
Do you know, I used to have really, really smelly feet, but when I went through the menopause, for some reason, they don't smell anymore.
Really? Oh,
It's really weird.
I've had to throw trainers out before, but I think mine
Ditto.
is because I didn't wear socks with mine.
I don't.
And so that obviously makes your feet sweat and stuff like that. So I now wear socks all the
Yeah.
time.
I've got little trainer
I
socks.
don't know if you ever watched Red the Wolf, did you?
Red the Wolf.
Remember Red the Wolf? Oh, right. Okay. There was a bloke on that called Dave Lister, and he had smelly moon boots, and she's got these winter boots, and they stink just like them.
And do you have to put them outside the back door?
I had to throw them away.
Oh, no.
He made me throw them away.
Oh. As long as he bought you another pair, that's the main thing. Yeah, this is your skin is responding really nicely.
Does it feel nice, Rach? Therapeutic?
Yeah, it's it feels, there's no pain to it. It just feels like a suction on your face. It's nice. So what other treatments do you offer them?
So I just do skin and neck, face and neck. I offer microdermabrasion, which is what we're doing now. I offer A-lift, which is short.
Because that's your most popular one, isn't it? Or
Do you know it goes in fits and starts?
right, okay.
But at the moment, A-lift is just, very popular.
Because that's a facial, isn't it?
It is a facial,
Right. So
but not a facial as you know it.
Yeah. What makes that different then from like your normal standard facial then?
So the A-lift uses nanocurrent and microcurrent.
Oh yeah, the nanocurrent. I know that. You just said a bunch of words like that.
Oh, good. I'm so worried about that. I was like, God, I hope that's using like nanocurrent.
So it uses nanocurrent and microcurrent. They work at different depths to stimulate the skin to produce more, or the body to produce more collagen and plumping proteins to plump the skin. But an A-lift, you would notice a difference straight afterwards.
Oh, right, okay.
But to keep that difference, you would need to maintain it once a month.
Right, okay.
As I was telling you earlier, I have a client that's been with me for 13 years, and she had a course of 10, and then she has a maintenance top-up once a month of this treatment, and her skin is immaculate, much like yours. But she's actually 63, and she'd pass for 50, 51.
Do you do, is it LED treatment or red light treatment as well?
I do red light therapy, yeah. And red light therapy is fantastic. As I was saying to you earlier, I bought the Facelift Pro, which is the handheld that I've got with me.
So what's the science behind the LED?
I knew
That was one of my
you were going to ask me.
That's one of my questions.
Okay, so
I've never asked such a serious question in my life. I just read
I've
it
never
off the
been
book.
asked, Simon. Never been
So
asked.
do you know how it works, the LED treatment?
I do, yeah. So LED.
Smash a TV over a face or something, do you?
So LED stands for light emitting diode, and it's a low level of red light that penetrates the skin, and this is measured in nanometers. So a red light therapy would go down to approximately 600 plus nanometers. So it goes down to the subcutaneous layer, which is the fat layer of the skin. And the fat layer is where the collagen is produced. And the easiest way to explain this is if you can imagine a football pitch of deflated footballs. The red light therapy, once applied, will re-infuse those footballs with air, the footballs being the cells, and re-infuse them with plumping proteins so that it gives a smoother finish on the skin.
Right, okay. You're going to take a while to do her jaw and cheeks because she's got cheeks like Buzz Lightyear.
Well, this is only the first nozzle.
Oh, God. So you do a couple of different. Have you? Or you may have already said this, but I probably wasn't really noticed. But so you got to change the nozzle after this, have you?
Yeah, as soon as I've done one round, then we change it to a more heavily abrading nozzle.
All right.
And then one that we can do around the nose and on the chin, and around the eyebrows.
Yeah, she's got a bit of a piggy nose, so you'll probably see right up her nostril.
I don't know if you can see. Can you see where the skin is?
Yeah.
So
Yes, it's amazing. You can see the line.
skin.
Yeah. It's like she's doing a lawn. All stripes on you.
Because you said obviously for a few days after you do get the sort of like the red glow. I suppose that's sensitive to everyone's skin as such, or will everyone sort of have that?
Yeah, I mean, you'd get a lovely glow on your skin after this treatment, and it will last 2 to 3 days.
Nice.
Because the treatment is still working on the skin, more so with the A-lift than this treatment. Oh, sorry. It's because I had the volume up for the sat nav.
Oh, it's your Ring doorbell going off.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Thought it was ours.
But going back to treatment, so I do the A-lift and then I do the LED light therapy. But I tend to use the light therapy unit, which I did purchase, for add-on to other treatments. So add 10 minutes on the end. So for the microneedling that I do, I'll use red light therapy afterwards because it calms the skin.
So what is microneedling then? Because this is more taking a layer of your skin off, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So the microneedling is, I'm assuming, needles?
It is.
Yep.
I always said that I'd never do invasive treatments. I'm not one for Botox and filler. I'm a believer in that you can grow old gracefully.
I think...
Can I have a guess what microneedling is?
You certainly can.
I think you're putting loads of little needles in and making the skin re-heal.
Correct.
Simon, you've done your research. I'm impressed.
I'm very
I just
impressed.
had a feeling that's what it would be.
Yeah, it is, yeah. You send your body into healing mode, so as soon as you puncture the skin, your body wants to heal that wound. And by wound healing, it sends all sorts of proteins to the skin to heal. And by doing this, you're plumping your skin. So it depends what you're looking for. With microneedling, it would be 3 treatments. And then maybe a 3-month quarterly top-up. With an A-lift, it's a monthly maintenance, but non-invasive.
How are you feeling now, Rach? You feeling like you've been sucked? Like, is your face feeling...
Got away with words, your husband, doesn't he?
I'll tell you what it feels like at the moment. It feels like, you know, when you go to the dentist and they have that sucker thing to suck out all the stuff that doesn't go in your throat.
Yeah.
And they do it on your cheek sometimes to test it, don't they? It feels like that. That's all it feels like at the moment.
Oh, she's changing. Or is it she showing you all the dirty skin?
It's not dirty skin. There's a lot of skin cells on the pad.
It's my dry skin. It's a layer of my skin.
Yeah, look, you're a skank and we all know it.
Very complimentary.
Got to keep her on her toes. Why else would she stay with me?
We have a love-hate relationship. He loves me and I hate him. They say never work with animals and children. I say never work with your husband.
I used to work with mine, and I actually really enjoyed working with him.
I do, actually. I wouldn't tell him that, but
No.
I actually really like working with him, because I think as well, like in a wedding, we've said this before, haven't we, Simon? In a wedding, we're setting up for a ceremony, and I'm one side of the room, he's the other, and just by one look, we know actually I've got to move out
What
of
you're
his shot.
supposed to do,
I'm in his
yeah.
shot, he's in mine, and it's that split second look or glance, and you're like, right, I need to move quickly.
It's the ability to be able to swear at each other with just a look.
Yeah, that's true.
So you say you do weddings. You do the photography and the videography?
Yeah, Rachel's a photographer. And
Lovely.
I'm a videographer.
Ah, fantastic.
I would say, all of our weddings last year were together, weren't they?
Yeah, which is quite rare. You know, she could be somewhere else shooting a wedding and I could be... Because when it comes to video, it's usually... And it's starting to change now as the years go by, but they get a videographer if they've got a little bit of budget left.
Right, okay.
But now the video is starting to
It's more important.
become just as level as photography now. And that's probably down to social media and things like that.
Absolutely. Changing things totally, isn't it?
Yeah. But we've always said, haven't we, Rachel? Even you have said this. As lovely as photos are, when you've got a wedding video and you look back at it 10 years later and you see that you've got relatives that have passed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you see them living and breathing and talking, and the photo doesn't do that, you know? It just shows you a photo of them, but actually seeing them, you know?
Yeah, that is nice.
We've been married 13 years in August, and my dad passed away in 2018. And
I'm sorry.
Obviously, and seeing him on that is lovely. And Rachel's nan as well. We've lost a few now, Rach, from that wedding, haven't we?
But it's even to the point where it's nice as well, because my daughter watches it and she was 2 at our wedding, and she's like, oh bless, look how little I was.
Oh.
And then my son sits there and goes, well, where was I was like, you weren't even thought of, darling, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it is nice, you're right. Do you do anything else to do with weddings? So I'll give you an example. So my second daughter's wedding, my eldest daughter's wedding, I was on the top table and we were sitting there just having a nice drink. You know, slowly the alcohol was affecting us. And all of a sudden the waiter fell over, dropped his bottle of wine.
Yeah, we filmed the singing waiters.
Oh my God. Simon, and Jade knew, and so did Jamie, but it was the highlight. Well, it wasn't the highlight of the wedding. The highlight of the wedding was them getting married and doing their vows. But it was fabulous.
It's quite funny for us, right? Because the singing waiters have been introduced the last 5-6 years, something like that. And they basically, we don't call them singing waiters. We call them outbreak destroyers. Because that's the only time we get a chance to sit down and have a break. And then the couple go, we got singing waiters. We don't want you to tell anyone. We won't tell anyone, but it's a secret. Can you film it? Yeah, of course we film it. And I'm thinking, well, that's my food out the window. But we still have time to have a little sit down, Rach, don't we? So.
Yeah. We were watching Jade and Ollie's wedding video a couple of days ago. And it's like you say, it's so nice to watch. Unfortunately, my mum wasn't there because she passed the year before. But it's so nice to watch and reminisce on the day. Because you do forget things.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Anyway, this is about you. She's asking us questions.
Yeah.
It's like oh my God.
To one as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, we never get asked about stuff, do we, Rach?
Really?
Nah, not really.
So if you had to do a treatment on anyone, what would be your favourite go-to treatment?
Favourite?
Yeah, what's the one that you love doing?
And has there been a treatment that's come in and you've gone, oh my God, that makes far better difference than any other treatment I've done?
It's difficult to say favourite treatment because I love doing a microdermabrasion because you can see the skin change underneath the wand. You can see the dead skin that goes white and powdery. So I know there's quite a bit there and it's removing it and it's very satisfying.
We should have done before and after pictures, shouldn't we, really?
There we are.
Shouldn't we? We didn't know, did we? We just get some old crone witch thing and we use that
I'm sure you've got a photo of
I've got some
Rachel.
rough pictures of her. I usually take pictures of her when she's asleep in the car.
I hate that. He's sort of driving and he's like, oh, my phone's there. Let's just, if I do that.
Just so everyone knows, I'm pushing the buttons with it stuck to the car. I'm not actually holding the phone before anyone gives me some stick. But I managed to get a sly photo. Or get Tilly to do it. Take a photo of your mum, she's asleep. Yeah.
And I hate it because then he's like, oh, happy birthday, Rachel, and post all of the photo. Oh, I hate it.
Anything I post of her is her asleep. We was on an aeroplane once going somewhere on holiday, and Rachel was so into the film, you get those little plastic cups where they give you a Coke or something. She was so into this film, she had stuck it over her mouth. You know when you breathe in, you can stick a plastic cup over your mouth, can't you? And it just stays there.
No.
And she was watching the film with this cup stuck on her mouth.
I was holding it like that, going, oh, like that to the film.
Right? And she wasn't even holding it. It's rubbish. You weren't holding it. You'd use the vacuum from your mouth to stick this. And I went, Rachel, and she looked over with this cup on her, and I took a perfect picture of her. It was so funny.
So now he uses that.
She uses it. I've got underpants with that picture on.
He's got a pair of socks with it on.
Oh.
It's so funny. But that's the thing. What worries me about society today is people filtering themselves. You know, I like those silly pictures like that. I think that's how people should be showing themselves on social media, not all this made up rubbish.
The only problem is people use filters. Youngsters see that, and youngsters think they've got to look like that as well. So
it's that
I have
strive
used
for perfection, isn't
on
it?
TikTok because I play about with them. But
yeah,
when you use
the funny
a filter,
ones,
it's the skin filters.
Right.
I've used one, but when you play about with it and you go back to using no filter, I did look tangoed in the first TikTok I did this morning, but that's just me. I don't want flawless skin because, well, I do want flawless skin, but I can do that with treatments. I don't need to use a filter.
That's the thing, there's so many around nowadays, and they're starting out so young.
Yeah.
And they got this idea in their head that that's what they have to look like. So that when they look in the mirror, they don't look like that. That's when, like you said, Simon, the mental health issues start coming in.
It is. I believe it's a mental health issue. You know, they're setting the bar so high to the point when you actually meet them, you think, oh, right, okay, they're totally different. They haven't got those blue eyes, and, you know, that's the thing, because it changes the eyes and everything, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It's just not needed. You're all beautiful as you are. Apart from age, obviously.
So, thanks, by the way.
Right, I don't know if I can do this. Do you want me to show people the...
You can do whatever you want.
So, on there, I'm going to carry on, but on there, you see that? That's your dead skin.
If you put it right near her face, that camera should pick it up. The other camera should pick it up.
Okay, so that's... Woo!
Going back on my
Let me
skin.
turn it off for a minute. Oh,
There it is. Oh, it pops
no.
up. Don't worry.
How bad is that?
Right, we've got all your dead skin over the floor
It's
now.
the
right?
vibration from the thing, the wand. So that's your dead skin.
Wow.
And that's come off just with 2 nozzles.
Just
But I'm actually going to use a third one just now to do your nose. Sometimes you get facial hair in there, sometimes makeup, where people have cleansed before they come. I've cleansed, but you still can't remove the makeup that's in the pores.
Right.
I've got such big pores on my nose.
Oh, well, this is the ideal treatment to
Is
shrink
it?
them. Yeah, absolutely.
Step aside, Rach.
So you asked me earlier about a treatment. You said about a favourite treatment, didn't you? And I said there's no favourite treatment for me. Then what did you ask me? I can't remember.
Product.
Is there something that's come out that seems to stand out from the rest with regards to results?
Yeah, do you know, microneedling is a good one that stands out because it's been around for years. It used to be derma needling with a roller, and then they brought out a rechargeable pen, which is what I use. Mine's a professional pen. They're single-use cartridges, so it's really, really hygienic. I'm not one that likes to sanitise cartridges. I'd rather use it and bin it
Right, yeah.
in a sharps bin.
So what's the healing process like for that then?
The healing process is different on everybody. Everybody's skin is different. Same composition, but different healing rate. So I would say within 48 hours, the flushing will go down. I've had clients that don't have flushing. I've done a treatment on myself and I didn't get any flushing because I'd done 2 previously. They need to be 4 weeks apart, unless you're using nano needles, which means you can do them weekly.
She doesn't look that flushed, actually, does she?
No, Rachel's
Because
not.
she usually gets red easily.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
You know, if I get
Talking about you if you're not here.
if I scratch, my skin is quite sensitive, isn't it? Or if Simon slaps me on the arse and he has a handprint.
There's a handprint there.
Oh, and a bruise.
Yeah.
Vicious.
So all these collagen products that are out on the market at the moment, like your collagen teas and your collagen drinks and everything like that, are they any good for it, or should it just be your natural collagen that you are building up?
Well, as you get older, so every decade you lose 10% of your natural body's collagen production.
Really?
So there's no harm in boosting it. The collagen drinks, there's lots of different collagen drinks around. You just got to do your research. And it doesn't help to boost the collagen internally, but also externally on your skin.
So you said as well that you have your own product range as well, is that correct?
I do. Yeah.
So do you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Is that called Simply Be?
It's Simply Be Skincare, yeah.
Okay.
I've got a couple of products with me today because that's what I use in all my treatments. Because they've got it's a very basic skincare range. There's no AHAs in it. It is just essential oils with ingredients to enhance the skin but not irritate or cause allergic reactions. That was a bit awkward, wasn't it? Trying to get the pipe. So it's a very simple range. The basis is essential oils. So lavender and geranium. I've got a collagen face cream which is beautiful, which a couple of people in my BNI chapter use, and I think Jackie orders from me every couple of months. I have clients that order online. I have clients that I sell to after treatments. But it's just to use a nice basic skin range that is good and doesn't contain parabens and sulfates. And it's reasonably
It's
priced.
definitely sucking. You can hear it release, can't you, when it breaks the seal?
Because when you look at these big products, some of the ingredients in there, you would be shocked what they actually are allowed to get away with putting in these products.
And it's all the big brands as well. Some of them are now switching over to paraben-free products.
Yeah.
A couple haven't completely switched over. But they're taking on board that things like that are not good for your skin long term. They're not good for your body.
Because we're all about, we're a nation of what we put inside our body, but it's also what we put on our skin as well, isn't it?
Of course, yeah. The best serum to use for anybody that's looking to hydrate their skin is hyaluronic acid, which is plant-based. So no nasties, just pure hyaluronic acid, which I'm going to put on your skin after the treatment.
So what are the do's and don'ts of skincare then?
Do cleanse twice daily. Do moisturise. Do wear sunscreen when you're out in the sun. Even if you're just walking around, wear sunscreen because the worst skin damage can be from sun, and it won't become apparent until later on in life, where people get dark patches, skin discoloration, which is actually sun damage. But I had a patch come up on my cheek, which is gone now because I regularly microdermed my skin, so stripped it down layer by layer, month over month, and it's now gone. And I've microneedled as well. So you can reverse the signs of ageing.
I'm so sensible sitting here, aren't I? Just sitting here listening to you ladies talk about...
Because you do men. You said you've got a few male clients, haven't you?
I have.
Is it quite popular with men?
What is popular with men is microdermabrasion.
Oh, right, okay.
Excuse me. So, two of my clients that are men are half bearded. Is that the right terminology?
Goated?
Yeah. And the first time one of them came to me, I said to him, "Can you please make sure you're clean shaven?" Well, he came for his appointment and he'd not had time to come from work and shave in between seeing me after finishing work. Anyway, we managed. Not only did he fall asleep during the 45-minute treatment, but his skin was lovely afterwards. As much as men shave, if you're clean shaven as a man, you're exfoliating your skin anyway because you're using a razor, you're using moisturising
sort of taking the top
gel.
layer off anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, but not all of it. Not all of it. You'd be surprised. But it is a good thing.
But I do find that when I'm shaving that there's skin in there as well.
Yeah. We have a busy house, Rachel.
So you go away a lot. Do you have any other hobbies apart from golf that you do? And how do you find the time to fit it all in with this?
I don't have any other hobbies really. I'm quite arty-farty, so I like to paint. But I don't mean paint walls or decorate rooms. I'm doing a painting at the moment of my dog, which is coming on well, but I haven't touched it for 3 weeks, which is really poor. But apart from that, no, golf. Yeah, golf.
Rachel's been drawing again lately. She paints.
Do you?
I love drawing. It's 'cause
What's your favourite?
I love like life drawing classes.
Really?
Loved life drawing classes because I went to university and I actually did a 4-year degree, so I had to do a foundation degree first after my A-levels. And that basically broke down every we had graphic design, we had line drawing, we had photography, fashion. So we did a little bit of everything. And then at the end of that, you then chose what you wanted to go into for the last 6 months and then do a big project. And I actually did graphic design for some reason. And
did you?
And then went on to do photography at another university in Maidstone. And then I can't remember. We had to have a life drawing class in one of these sessions, and I loved it. They literally gave you a bit of charcoal and a rubber, and they said that's what you've got. So they made us cover these, I would say it was like A2 size prints, bits of paper, and you had to use the rubber as the highlighter, so you had to rub it out. So your drawing was actually the basic page. And
the erase.
Yeah. And it was amazing. I love life drawing.
So was the rubber pointed, Rach, so you could get a bit of detail?
No, it was more of a putty rubber, so you could rip bits off for thinner bits. And
Okay.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I got one stuck up my nose at school. Did.
That's the difference.
My sister never forgave me for that. And everyone thinks that I'm on about the big square one that's 2 colours. You remember there used to be pink and white or something?
Yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm on about that. No, but it was the end of the pencil one. Stuck it right up my nose, breathed in, and it went up deeper. I couldn't get it, started panicking.
Oh, did you end up at the hospital?
I was like 8, I think. And my sister, I was either 7 or 8, and my sister still doesn't forgive me for it because one of the teachers went into her class, "Can we have Tina Burridge? Your brother has got a rubber stuck up his nose." So, they took me to the hospital and they got this little tiny fork thing and just forked it out my outer.
Yeah. I did the same with, do you know the beer mats, the paper ones
beer
that are
mats?
layered? That are layered, you know,
Right,
the paper ones that you can buy for...
Yeah.
When I was little, we were up at my aunt's in Workington, and for some reason, I don't know why, I stuck it in my ears. So I'd take the layer off. There were about 5 or 6 layers. Take the layer off, layer by layer, and then I'd rip it up and screw it into little bits. And I stuck it in my ear, and I put it so far in, I did end up in hospital having it taken out.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did it. It's a stupid thing to do. Really stupid.
Right, so this feels smooth now.
So this one is just to collect any skin cells that we've missed.
Okay.
That we've abraded from the skin that are just sitting on the skin's surface.
It's a lot bigger on the old nozzle.
Yeah, nice and smooth. And it's quite calming for the skin. Because it is quite traumatic for the skin to have a microdermabrasion if not done before.
Would you consider that on any other part of the body?
What, microderm?
Yeah.
You can do it anywhere.
Have you ever done it anywhere, or has it always just been facials?
I have done chests before, women's décolletage. Yeah.
So I can see so I don't even have to look at him.
That's
He's going,
exactly right, Rach. I was trying to think of a rude way of... I was going to try and think of a rude comic line there for that, but you jumped in early and saved it.
It's like microneedling. Microneedling you can do almost anywhere. It's really, really good for scarring.
Oh, right, okay.
Because you're actually asking the body to heal the damage that you've made, that you've done. So the collagen production and the keratin protein plumping comes into it. So it's really, really good for that.
So that would be good if you've got, because I know some people out there suffer really bad from acne, don't they?
Yeah, acne scars.
Yeah.
Amazing for.
Brilliant.
What's your longest treatment that you have to do on someone?
It's an hour and a half, and that's a combination of Illumineo LED facial with a little bit of a hydrofacial, which it's not hydra, it's hydrofacial. It's using water, and it's got 6 different nozzles. One of them is an ultrasound nozzle, which is great for healing. But it all uses micro or nano current.
I've had a massage with water before. Ever
With
told you that?
water?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I was at a shopping centre in America, I think.
Would be America.
It was definitely a shopping centre, and it definitely wasn't England. And they laid you in what I could only describe as like a sunbed. Do you remember when the sunbeds used to close up on you?
Yes.
And then they would fire high high pressure water at you, but with a bag. Do you know what I mean? So you wasn't getting wet.
Okay.
This sort of soft bag was laid over you, and it fired water at you and done a massage like that. It was amazing. It was amazing. A long time ago.
So a hot tub.
I've picked that one right out of the old memory bank.
I've never heard that stuff.
No, really, no. Like, I'm talking jet wash pressure on your back. And it went up and down, this thing.
Well, that sounds lovely.
It was amazing. I don't know if it's probably some sort of safety reason. I've not heard of that since. Have you? Oh. I'm thinking Florida, something like that in the early 2000s. I did that.
This is a hyaluronic acid serum. Mm-hmm. It's very, very thick and gloopy. Mm-hmm. And it will hydrate your skin. And this can be used under makeup. It can be used on bare skin where you're not going to put makeup on. It's just to keep the hydration in.
When do you ever use bears? Treat bears?
Treat anybody, Simon.
Because that's what I find. Like some of the products out there as well that I've used in the past, you put them on and they feel so heavy on your skin. I don't like it. And then it makes it feel quite greasy and oily. And yeah.
It can do, yeah. I mean, your skin at the moment is glowing. I don't know if Simon can see the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Such a fibber.
He's such a man.
I didn't even know she had skin. Turn to me, Rach. Oh, yeah. Oh, you can. You can. You actually can. I'm not even just doing this like a chef would pretend something tastes nice. You know what I mean? No, it is. It is glowing.
But that's with hyaluronic acid. So then a bit of collagen moisturiser, which has a beautiful light scent about it, but also goes on beautifully. And it is lovely. This will make your skin glow.
I'm actually starting to wonder why I'm not there having the treatment. I've noticed my neck's getting old.
Your neck?
Yeah.
Neck's easy.
Do you know what I mean? The skin is getting a little bit more sort of...
Chicken neck?
No, not really chicken neck, but thanks for that.
Got you back for earlier.
But the skin is looking sort of a bit more grainy. Does that make sense? A bit more liney.
Yeah.
You know, like yours. I thought he was going to hit me then. Put
a little bit on your neck.
Is this good for it then?
Face cream, it's lovely. This one,
I was horrible and then she offered me a product. So I can't
this one is the icing on the cake. So this one is a top-selling product and it's not suitable for vegans because it's got beeswax in it, but it is actually an anti-aging primer. So it's an age-erasing facial primer. So just feel your skin now. And then I'm going to get you to feel it once I've put this on. This is beautiful. This is a great basis for makeup and it will give your face a soft focus. You know, like a camera lens has a soft focus.
Oh, I don't think she does soft focus because she don't know how to focus.
This does the same. It's beautiful. And it'll give a nice smooth basis for foundation. But so I use it all the time, but I don't wear foundation. I just like the soft focus. And that's you done, Rachel.
Well, that's amazing.
Thank you so much.
So,
does it feel any different with the primer on?
It feels so nice. Because before it was sort of... But none of this is sticky. None of this is... Oh, it's lovely.
So tell me one thing that you love about this job, which is why you're doing it.
Because my life is so hectic and I rush around like a lunatic most of the time, is my downtime. So when I'm doing a facial treatment, I actually slow down and it's my time where I can take a deep breath and go...
So you're the sort of person that goes to work to relax.
This is not work. This is not work. This is enjoyment.
And you get to meet people and chat to really interesting people like us.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant. Exactly. Okay, so how are people going to find you and
people
all your
can
details?
Find me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook as Simply Be Skincare. I'm on Instagram as SBC Skincare. I think they're the only platforms I use. Oh, TikTok. I'm not on there as Simply Be.
Oh, is it just your name on there?
Yeah, it's Louise James.
Louise James, okay. Right, Louise, do you want to just sit up, right? You can sit up a little bit. Let's do it so you're not blocking Louise. You're blocking I think that's all right. Yeah. If you can point your mic at you, that'd be all right. We'll just finish it off like this. Yeah. Look at you. Look at the TV. Look, thanks for that, Rach. Yeah, it's a weird setup, isn't it? Right, so we asked people to pick 4 questions, and these are just random questions.
What, that you're going to ask me?
No, you're going to read them.
and then answer them.
We can read them too if you're dyslexic. That's no offence, but, some people are.
Oh, wow. Have you ever used a vibrator? Did you really put that in there? No.
That's hilarious.
No, it says, have you ever had a dream that came true? If so, what was it?
Have you had that one before, don't you?
A dream? My God. Can I think on that one and look at another one?
I love that.
Have I had a dream?
You were so
I love the way he excuse me, he picked that one for me. So
you never answered the first question.
Just going to come back to that one.
Have you ever experienced déjà vu so strong it felt absolutely twice?
Go on then.
Really?
Twice. So we used to have 2 dogs. They lived till they were 16, both of them. They're brothers, but looked so different. Brother from another mother and all that. And we went up to the Lake District, to Bassenthwaite. And I had a Toyota Avensis estate. So we put the boys in the back, Oscar and Alfie, and then we went up to Bassenthwaite. And we had a great time. But while we were there, it rained a lot, which it does in the Lake District, and the river levels rose. When we came back after having a great time, I would have this reoccurring dream, and I couldn't change it. So this is not déjà vu, is it? Let me tell you this one first, then I'll tell you déjà vu.
That's hilarious.
Sorry.
So this is the dream one.
Is this the dream one?
This is the dream one.
Oh, right, that's all right then.
So I had a dream that, don't know where Jim was, probably in the cottage cooking, but I had a dream that I went out with the boys, and when I came back, the car started to slide into the river, and I had the boys in the back seat. I had to choose which one to save.
Oh
my goodness.
So I woke up crying, and I thought, I've got to go back and see if I can change it.
Yeah.
Well, blow me down, I've never, ever been able to do that before.
Yeah.
So I dreamt that they were both in the front seat. I grabbed both their leads, and as I opened the door and the car went in, I grabbed them and we all got out.
Right.
So that was like a re-dream, which I've never been able to do before.
Rachel can jump back into dreams, can't you?
Yeah,
Isn't it weird?
I think about it enough and then you sort of slowly go into it. And it's weird because you're in a dream, but you can almost change it.
You can change the outcome.
You say, actually, I don't want this to happen. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And it's really weird.
And she has a go at me. Like, I was having a really good dream.
Yeah.
I was doing this, and I was trying to do this. And he was like, okay.
Yeah.
So
remember the camera's that way, darling.
That's right.
We've recently come back from a train trip, as I was telling you earlier, and we ended up in the last port of call was Strasbourg in France. So we stopped there and we went to Petit France, which is Little France. It's
not the yogurt, by the way.
Petit Filou, that is.
Yeah, Petit Filou, that is. But we went to Petit France, and as we came over the bridge, we came to another bridge, a smaller bridge, and there was a restaurant on the side, and you could see the white lines marked out for parking in front of it, but you had to go down steps.
Right.
On the other side of the river was another restaurant, and I stood there and I said to Jim, we've been here before. Well, he said, we've never been to Strasbourg. I said, yeah, we have. Yeah, we have. We've been here before. No, he said, you imagine it, you watch too much TV, which is what my mum used to tell me. So I took the photograph and I sent it to Paul, who we did the European road trip with before. And I said to him, have we been here before? Yeah. He said, do you not remember? I said, no. He said, we were going to eat in the restaurant on the left. He said, but we ended up going to the restaurant on the right because the waiter was so rude.
Oh, right.
And we left the car outside his restaurant. So when we went back,
you had to go.
We had to, embarrassingly, walk down to the restaurant, and it was the only car left there, and get in the car and drive off. But that déjà vu experience, I said to Jim, we've definitely been here. No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
Yeah.
Most of the time he's wrong. And I'm right.
Brilliant.
I'm still trying to think if have I ever had a dream come true.
You did the dream one.
Did I?
We didn't come true, but yeah.
Oh, the dream?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant have I had a dream
What
about
happens
something.
to me is I get thoughts in my head, and then sometimes happens, those thoughts, and sometimes they're bad things. And so if I get a bad thought, I say to her, I've just thought of this because if I say it out loud,
It doesn't seem as
happen.
bad.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Oh,
happen.
it doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen.
Like if we're driving on the motorway, and you said, "Oh, I've just had this urge of a car crash," and he says, "Well, I just got to say it out loud because then hopefully it won't happen." That sort of thing. So you
Because
think,
if
"Oh,
I
I've got to
do
drive a
say,
bit
if
more
I
carefully."
don't, then it tends to. If I don't mention it, it tends to happen. But I don't. It's probably nothing. But I'd rather say it out loud.
Yeah, and share
and then
it.
it doesn't happen, and then I keep it to myself, and then it happens. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
when am I getting locked up? Right.
Same time as me. If you could instantly master one skill, what would it be? Ooh, one skill.
Skincare.
No, I've got that skill already, Simon. Thanks for that, though. If I could instantly master one skill.
Golf.
I'm a pretty good golfer.
Okay,
I
fair
just
enough.
don't play enough. I don't know. I really don't know.
I think mine would be a language because languages you have to
There you go.
ages.
I would love, if I could have a skill, I'd be able to speak French just like this.
So it's
Click of
French
fingers.
would be your second language because you're
Yes.
there most. Would you
Yes.
say?
Well, you could with French. You can.
Well, Latin's always a good one because Latin sort of is a bit of everything.
Latin's hard to learn, though.
Yeah, I know.
Very hard to
Well,
master.
you can easily master it with that bit of paper, couldn't you?
No, I'll master French.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go for French.
Right, we've got one more question for you. We have our guests
Okay.
choose a song, any song they want, and we put it on a playlist, which no one listens to, but it's funny, isn't it?
Dance you out of my head.
How's that go? Dance you out of my head. You don't have to. You're not allowed to play it anyway for copyright reasons.
Okay, so Dance You Out of My Head. I'll send you the link to Spotify where it
Who
is.
sings that? Do you know?
No, but I use it in a lot of my skincare videos. I use it in a lot of the videos that I do for Pioneer.
Okay.
And it's a really bouncy one. It's very positive and it's happy, what I call happy music. Yeah, I've got a happy playlist on Spotify that I play
I love it.
constantly indoors.
So, one more question for you. If you had to give anyone advice, if they were going to come to you and they said, I've never had any of this treatment done before, and you had to give them one piece of advice to say, before you come to me, do this, and this, what would it be?
Before you come to me, well, that's taking away my job.
No, like as in...
Prepare themselves.
To prepare themselves. Just don't worry. Just come along.
Get dressed.
Let me, I mean, today you cleansed your own skin, but normally I would cleanse a client's skin. They can come to me in makeup, they can come to me in foundation, I'll double cleanse, it's fine. But no, not really. No, just don't worry, just use it as me time and sit back and relax.
Excellent. Thank you so much for coming. Look how shambolic this room looks.
I didn't want to look that way because that's where the TV is.
But no, we really enjoyed having you on. Thank you for
Thank
doing
you so
that. Because she
much.
she was starting to look rough. So thank you very much.
I will say you look very fresh-faced.
I feel very fresh.
She's a little stunner, she is.
As she is.
I keep stroking my face as well.
As long as Simon doesn't keep stroking it, it's a bit weird.
Yeah. Just a hug, isn't it?
Anyway, so thanks for watching, everyone, all four of you. I don't know.
You mean we've hit the over
Actually,
200,000
The
subscribers?
ladies would, 200,000. The ladies like the cosmetics, so they'll watch this one.
Lovely. Lovely.
But thank you so much for coming down and thank you for showing us what you actually do.
My pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.
Brilliant. See you again soon. www.cherrywoodpodcast.com. Bye.
Club Awesome, for autistic children and their families, a place where everyone belongs and fun knows no age limit.
Today's sponsors are
Bond Carpentry, where precision meets creativity.
From bespoke cupboards to second fix carpentry, garden houses, and even the Cherrywood Podcast sign. Call 07738 732 931.
Bond Carpentry, licensed to drill.
This podcast has been brought to you by Snugdubs Camper Van Hire.
Roam the world, park anywhere.
That's snugdubs.co.uk.
Need stunning video or photography for your big day or even your business? Cherrywood Production delivers award-winning results with a personal touch. From weddings to promotional content, we turn your vision into reality. Visit cherrywoodpro.com today. Your memories, our passion.